What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. And today we have a Q&A by Maya. I think that's how you pronounce Maya, a volunteer. Thank you, Maya, for the call. I see that you're concerned with your finances and some other things that you're concerned about. So let's go ahead and get on into this Q&A. It says, are you worried about your finance future, your health care, and what's happening in Washington, D.C.? All right. Okay, the first one, it's not no need of worrying about your finances. Just pray about things. Just pray about, sorry about that. Pray about your finances, and ask the Lord to lead, guide, and direct your path on your finances. You know. The same with the healthcare. You have to, but you have to keep in mind, though. You know, you gotta keep in mind the other ways that you can make it better. So that's that. With that, what's happening in D.C. and what's happening in Washington, D.C. But right now, they're getting ready to have a celebration. A June the 10th celebration. That's what they're gearing up right now. That's what they're doing. They're gearing up for that celebration they're getting ready to have in D.C. I want to say like a Jubilee type gearing up for, you know, that Jubilee type. It's kind of like, you know, food festival, stuff like that. I mean, you know, when they do their celebrations, they summer celebrations, I would call it. They really do it. So that's that with that. But yeah, with your finances, you ask me, you know, if I'm worried about my financial future, there ain't no need of worrying. Some things you just can't worry about. There's a lot of that going on right now with people. Financial future. They worry. Ain't no need of worrying. It's not gonna do no good to worry. I found that out. I found out worrying ain't gonna solve a problem. All you can do is pray and just seek the Lord and hope and you know, trust that He'll step in and help the situation. So, you know, worrying comes up with headaches, a whole lot of health problems that you don't want. And with me, I don't I don't want none of that. I don't want no headaches. I don't want, and it comes all, worrying takes your health, and that's something you don't want. So, if you ask me, no, I'm not. I'm not trying to go down the worrying, worrying about anything really. I, certain things you just gotta pray about. You can't worry, constantly worry, because it'll take a hold on your health, and it's not good. So, yeah, but yeah, that's what's happening in D.C. right now. I mean, they're gearing up, getting ready for a celebration, and what have you, and but in the meanwhile, you could tune in to I want to say to the news. Anytime Donald Trump come up there and start talking, you can tune in and listen out what he's talking about. And the news, not so much, because you don't know who's behind closed doors trying to switch the words up and stuff like that. So you really want to be careful, and when you're watching the news, you want to know exactly who is who and what is what when you do that. So anytime you want to know something about what's going on, just wait till you see, Donald Trump. What he'll tell you just about what's in D.C. or what's. Just have to stay tuned in because not you'll miss him miss him every time. But he's up there on the media, letting everybody know what's what, and even with him, they try to screw his words. There's a whole lot of stuff going on with that. You can't really, but just you gotta. When he's live, that's the best one to go up to watch. I mean, sorry about that, but to watch his lives, and you're then you keep up with what's going on with that. But as far as what's happening in Washington, D.C., they get ready to celebrate. They get ready to have a celebration. And where people come out and just enjoy one another, eat, and just it's a one of those festivals type of celebration. You have hot dogs and all the goodies out there. You kick it, you just sometimes you just find your spot and sit there and just kick back and just relax. So. Yeah, that's enough said about that. But thank you, Maya, Maya, M-A-Y-A, or is it how you pronounce it, Maya or Maya? I don't want to get it wrong, but yeah, a volunteer. Appreciate you for this card, for reaching out, but. Like I was saying, worrying is going to do nothing but put a toll on your health, and that's something you don't want. So I'm sure a lot of people are worrying, and it goes without saying, it's not no need to worry, because worrying will put a toll on your health. And just pray about your finances and trust that the Lord will step in and make things better for everyone in their finances and health care. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Thank you for reaching out. And one other thing, yeah, I think I covered everything. But that's that. And if you would like to, if anybody would like to send card asking questions, you can do so. Yeah. If you have more questions that you would like to ask, you can do so. Yeah, but that's been said. Yeah, I'm gonna get on off here. Thank you for watching. For the viewers for watching, thank you for tuning in. It's Renee, and I'm out.